Hi friends, this is Sunny with the Simply Sunny Creative Studio, and today I'm coming to you with the 5 gotta have tips for beginner blogging. And I'm really excited about that because now we're getting to the writing. You've done your niche, you have done your blog name, you have gotten your content calendar planned, and now we get to actually start the writing in a blog post. There are 5 basic parts. Now, that said, I'm going to go much deeper into each one of these as time goes on, but I'm trying to give you a way to get a quick start and get practicing and get writing. So let's start with the first one. That's having a clear and conversational style. That is very different than writing for a paper or writing something professional. This is conversational style. You want this to be relatable for anybody that reads it. So basically, if you need a DIY guide on something or a how-to, and do you open up a textbook or an encyclopedia? No, you're going to go to somebody who talks to you and explains it to you and helps you figure out the how-to or the DIY. That's exactly what you want to be, that helpful voice in a very conversational style. Otherwise, people aren't going to read it. It's not going to resonate with your readers, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2 is getting your body of your paragraphs written. You're going to need headings to separate out each one of the paragraphs. You don't want a wall of words. That is not good for readability. That's not good on your eyes, and nobody likes to see a big wall full of words. So you separate it and break it up into headings. And it's also a good idea to have bullet points and numbered lists within that. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your writing, okay? And we'll go much deeper into that later, like I've said before. All right, every blog post, sometimes I do it at the beginning, sometimes I do it at the end after I've written out all my ideas, but you need a heading, a main heading, a heading 1, or the title to your blog post, which you kind of established when you made your content calendar. But sometimes I find that changes a little bit as I go. So once you have researched what is out there and what needs to be written about, what they need to hear from you, you can kind of tweak that title a little bit, especially once you've gotten your entire thing written. That's a good process that I find. So I'm going to start with a really good headline that is catchy and an introduction paragraph that is catchy as well. And the reason I say that is because you really want to draw the reader in right from the beginning, right? So if you start out with something just, let's dive in, blah, 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 and you just start going, you need to tell them up front what's going on. You need to tell them, hey, this is what I've got to offer. This is what we're going to talk about today. I'm really draw them in that first paragraph so they go, this sounds like something I want to keep reading, and then they'll scroll and continue reading till the bottom of the page. You can also leak out something that is you're going to tell them at the end, in the beginning, to say, hey, stay tuned to the end because I have this tip or whatever by the end of the blog post. So that's another great hint. Now, the 4th thing I want to bring up is making sure that your article, your blog post, is helpful and interesting. Okay, you can write on something. Okay, for instance, I used to write for a junk company, a junk haul-away company. And that was really fun because it was a challenge to make it not boring, not trash, not gross. It was a challenge, and that made it really, really fun to find interesting and new ways to let people know, after your college student moves out, hey, mom, why don't you get rid of a lot of that stuff, call my buddies over at this hauling company, this junk company, and, just different interesting ways to say different things that are not dry. That's like kind of the beauty and the art of blogging, in my opinion, is taking whatever company you're writing for or yourself and giving it a twist that makes it interesting and makes people want to read it. Not to mention it's deemed as helpful content by Google, and they really like that. So that's good. Finally, you're going to add your unique voice to your blog post. Now, that is extremely important because, as you know, there are some, even people who do YouTube videos and videos like what I do myself, there are some people that come across very polished and they're perfect, They have no mistakes. And they always are dialed right into the camera, locked in and talking to you the entire time. And it seems like they never get off. But that's not me. That's not my style. That's not me being real. And what I want you to do when you're writing is be real, be authentic to yourself. That is what's going to give you a unique level up over all your competition. See, I don't edit my videos. Once I record it, it's done. I don't edit. I don't go back and I splice and cut and all that kind of stuff because I want you guys to see anybody can do this if you put your mind to it. And I'm going to show you how to get where I am. So that's just my take. That doesn't mean you should do it that way. That's just what I do. My mentor has her kids coming into the room all the time. She introduces them. They say, hey, I love that. I might have my puppy bark here and there. And I love that too. That's part of what makes me unique and what makes working with me a little more approachable. Because if I was just perfect and had everything so perfect and my hair was perfect every day and my clothes were perfect every day and my lighting was perfect every day, not like today, it is definitely not, then it wouldn't be real and it wouldn't be relatable. And what I love most about what I do is I get to write from anywhere I am. So that's going to mean sometimes situations are not optimal, but I am not going to stop showing up for you guys. And I don't want you to stop showing up for your blog when things aren't optimal as well. So that's my encouraging tip for that. Your homework today is to create that first blog post that you would like me to see. I want you to email it to me or to drop it in the messages. Give me a link to your Google Doc, whatever you need to do. And let's all appreciate one another. Let's get excited. Let's leave a comment. Let's converse about it. Let's talk about it. Send it to me. I would love to read your entries, and I'm so excited to see them, to see what you've created. I would definitely love the opportunity. Let me know. Let me know if you want me to comment back with some constructive criticism, or you just want me to read it over. What would you like me to do? Because I can definitely give you pointers, do comments, especially if you do it in a Google Doc and allow me to add comments in there. I can totally take care of that for you. And I can give you some direction on how to make your blog post even better, a step beyond what I've given you today. Okay? I'm really excited to see your homework. I'm excited to see what you create. Sprinkle it with sunshine and have a great day. Okay, bye for now.